Hello everyone, a very good evening to all the students, the teachers and principals who have joined us live today. My name is Swati. I am a part of the ATL Tinkering Labs team at ATL Innovation Mission Niti Aayog. I'm sure some of you would remember last year's summer break. It was a very special one for a lot of our students and for our teachers and for our mentors. It was the first time that ATL Innovation Mission conducted a boot camp, and that too for entrepreneurship. All of you in the ATL Tinkering Labs ecosystem are familiar with our competitions that we keep running throughout the year. Through these competitions, many of you have built products, have built innovations, prototypes, and we had requests from a lot of students, a lot of teachers that we don't know what to do with these innovations. How do we take it forward? What are the next steps? And hence we decided that teaching entrepreneurship is the best way to do that. Through this boot camp that we ran last year called the ATL Tinkerpreneur Boot Camp, which the name comes from tinkering and entrepreneurship, we taught various skills, including digital skills as well as business skills, to students and teachers and their mentors. The children learned these skills. We had over 9,000 students who participated last year and over 650 mentors that participated. They created their own business ventures at the end of the boot camp, and many of them are now running these businesses successfully. They have customers, and they are even making money from their own business ventures. The idea why we started this boot camp was not to, create a lot of businesses from our students, but to just teach them these skills so that they can try it out in this boot camp and then go back and over the years keep improving their skills. And one fine day, they might just be the founders of a unicorn startup of India. So, with that, let's get started. Today, the YouTube Live is going to be in three parts. The first part will be a short presentation on how ATL Tinkerpreneur 2022 is going to be different and what's in store for you and why you should register. After that, I will hand it over to Amritanshu from the KidX team. KidX is a partner of ATL Innovation Mission, and they will be hosting our Tinkerpreneur bootcamp on their app and on their website on behalf of ATL Innovation Mission. So Amritanshu will be walking all of you through the registration process, how you can register as a student, as a school. Tomorrow we're doing a similar session for Mentors of Change. So stay tuned. After Amritanshu, we will have two very special students are among the top 20 from last year's bootcamp. I already mentioned there were 9,000 students that participated. From them, these two are the top 20. And they will be, explaining their journey, their experience, and giving you some feedback on the program that was conducted last year. So with that, let's get started with the presentation. So the Tinkerpreneur Bootcamp essentially is a summer bootcamp. It is conducted during the school summer holidays. This year will be conducted in May and June. It will start on 1st of May and will conclude end of June, which is July 3rd is what we are concluding the bootcamp on. So those 2 months, those 9 weeks is the duration of the bootcamp. The idea is to teach each child digital and entrepreneurial skills. Each registered student, teacher, and mentor will also get access to a learning resource portal, which will be hosted on the KidX app and the website. On this portal, you will get access to all the skills for each week. You can learn it yourself at your own pace. So that you will have access throughout the 9 weeks. Apart from this, how will you learn these skills? We will be mapping all the students to a mentor of change. A mentor of change will be mentoring you through one-on-one mentoring sessions throughout the 9 weeks. So if you have any questions, any doubts, you can always reach out to your mentor. Then finally, ATL Innovation Mission will also conduct special sessions through these YouTube lives almost every day of the 9 weeks. And these will be conducted by experts of that particular skill and particular topic. And they will be available for you to watch even later. We expect that at the end of the bootcamp, all of you who complete it will have your own business venture. For students, why should you think about registering for Tinkerpreneur? Don't think of this as a competition. It is not a competition. It is for you to learn these skills at your own pace. Have these 9 weeks to learn all the digital skills that are relevant in the 21st century. You have this opportunity to learn business skills such as marketing, such as finance, how to build a business model, how to pitch your product at the end of it. So these are very critical skills which will always stay with you no matter what you do, even after your school, even in your college and in your job as well. So this Tinkerpreneur Bootcamp will help you upskill through these technical resources, and it'll help you create your own product. So you must have created products for the marathon, for other AIM competitions, and for other competitions in general as well. When I say product, in this competition, in this bootcamp, we're talking about a digital product. So you can create your own app, you can create your own website. And it doesn't have to be very complex because the idea is in 2 weeks, you need to learn these skills, and in the next 2 weeks, you need to build your product. It's a very quick building of product. It can be a very simple problem that you're trying to solve. But when you have your product ready, you will learn marketing on that product. You will learn how to build a business model for that product. So at the end of it, you will have a complete business venture which will center around that one product that you build in the first 4 weeks. And finally, what's in store for you, students, is you will have an access to mentors of change whom we will select and map to you. And you will also learn from some of India's and global best experts for each of these skills. They will come and they will take these sessions on YouTube, and it'll be a great learning chance for all of you. Mentors of change, whom we're going to be mapping to all the students, will be helping you and will help the Indian ecosystem by enabling all the students to become entrepreneurs, teaching them entrepreneurship skills. So there's lots in store for mentors. If any of them have tuned in today, this one is for you. You also get a chance to learn these skills, to reskill yourself, upskill yourself on many of these new latest technologies that are in the 21st century, as well as business skills. So everything that the students have access to will be open to you as well. For all the teachers that are here, teachers play such an important role in all the AIM competitions. They play a primary role, in fact, and it is up to the ATL in charge to encourage students, to mentor them, to coach them, and to enable their products and prototypes. For this particular boot camp, teachers will get to enjoy it. They will get to learn with the students. Your only responsibility is to nudge the student to complete the boot camp and ensure that the mentoring sessions between the student and mentor takes place on a regular basis. But apart from it, you have a lot to learn and a lot to gain. You can learn all these tech skills, all the business skills that will be available for students. And by doing so, you also get a chance to get certificates just to learn. So this bootcamp is for you to relax and enjoy and just be that motivating factor for your students and the mentor. Last year's bootcamp, those of you who attended it, there is a slight change in this. So we still have 9 weeks, but from week 1 to week 4, which are completely digital and technical weeks, where you learn digital skills and build your digital product. After that, we conclude the milestone 1. In this milestone, if you reach this stage, all of you who have completed all assignments up to this stage will get a participation certificate. To get your certificates, you must complete week 4. And then those of you who wish to learn business skills and entrepreneurial skills can continue from week 5 to 9. This is where all the excitement begins because this is where you'll be building your own brand. You'll be designing your own logo. You'll be, creating your own business venture to acquire customers at the end of it. So week 5 to week 9 is only entrepreneurship and business. And after week 9 is the milestone 2. This is the final conclusion of the bootcamp, and those who reach here will be eligible for many, many more opportunities and prizes, including the fellowship program with the Indian School of Business. I'll come to that in just a short while. So this is how the bootcamp structure is going to be like. There will be masterclass sessions, and we will share a calendar with you on which day we have which skill and which session. And you'll be able to attend that on YouTube like you're attending now. You will have the repository of learning content. Over 50 skills will be available to you to learn on a week-on-week basis, including tech skills and business skills. And you will get your own mentor who will be able to guide you throughout the bootcamp, take sessions for you, and so on. And finally, whatever you're learning, you're actually implementing. So you're building your business venture. Now, many children are interested to know, what will I learn each week? How will the bootcamp progress from week 1 to week 9? So you start on May 1st, and the first week will be all about acquiring digital skills. Second week will be about refining these digital skills. You can learn skills like programming, Python programming. You can learn artificial intelligence. You can learn augmented reality. You'll be able to learn blockchain and cloud computing. There are many interesting skills that are going to be there this year, which were different from last year. So make sure you register and definitely learn these skills. After week 1 and 2, you will start building your app or your website. And week 5 is going to be, week 4 is going to be on refining your product. So the product that you build in week 3, you'll work on enhancing its user interface, the user experience, the look and feel of that product in week 4. Coming to week 5, you will be working and building a business model for this product that you built. Week 6 will be on marketing, branding, understanding consumer behavior. Week 7 is all about business finance. You learn about different financial statements, which is very important for you if you want to become a successful entrepreneur. Finally, the last 2 weeks, the week 8 is going to be on networking and operations. How do you manage your operations? How do you build a team? How do you understand and negotiate effectively? So those are the kind of skills that we'll be covering in week 8. And week 9 is going to be how to make a very, very smart business pitch. How do you convince your customer that your product is the best? How do you convince an investor to invest in your business venture? All of you must have seen the Shark Tank event that happened in India, and it's a global show that has been running for many years. So that is how you will be learning how to pitch to an investor or to a customer. And then that concludes our week, 9 weeks. Something interesting that wasn't there last year comes under rewards and recognition. Leaderboard. Now, this year, every week, we are going to be publishing a leaderboard which will include the top students of that week who have been doing very well in terms of learning as many skills, submitting their assignments, getting graded very well on their assignments by their mentors and so on. You'll also be publishing a leaderboard for mentors, and that will depend on how effectively you have taken, how many sessions you've taken for your students, how well your students are performing, as well as how many assignments you have graded over the week. So leaderboards are going to be interesting. You'll be able to track where you stand every week on week basis as well. And like I mentioned, there are participation certificates for everyone who completes week 4. And after that, there are certificates of excellence for those who complete week 8, 9, and finally the bootcamp. The top 100 teams get a fellowship with the Indian School of Business. These students undergo a 5-week mentorship program with the faculty and the alumni of ISB, and they improve your business venture, they improve your marketing plans and business models. At the end of it, you'll come out as good and as smart, if not better, than any business school student that is out there. You will know all the terms that you need to know to run your own business. And after that, it doesn't end there. The top 100 submit their refined business models and business pitches, and the top 20 of these get a chance to pitch for funding from investors from ISB. So this event is going to be called the Big Pitch, and the top 20 will definitely get a chance to pitch for funding. Having said that, let's have a look of last year's Tinkerpreneur. Let's see what happened then. And I can promise you it's getting bigger and better this year. So those who didn't get a chance last year, don't miss out on registrations. Only open till 15th April. Register before that. And for those who did participate last year, there are many, many more skills to learn and for you to improve your business model. And so let's watch this video.
A WhatsApp group and guided me at every step.
देखिए कुछ कंपटीशन हुए तो सर कह रहे थे कि कहीं लिख के बताओ। अब मैं पीपीटी में लिख के भेज देता था।
So as you can see, one thing that I missed informing you about is that our speakers that come for the masterclass sessions are really exciting. Our final session last year had Mr. Narayan Murthy, who came in and spoke about ethics in business and how important ethics is. It was one of our most popular sessions. You must watch it. It's on YouTube. And you can always go back and see all the videos and all the masterclass sessions we did in Tinkerpreneur 2021 as well. So let's move ahead and so how can you as students, as mentors, as teachers improve Tinkerpreneur this year? These are some of your very basic roles and responsibilities that we urge all the students, mentors, teachers to complete so that you can have a very successful boot camp. Students, please be responsive to the mentors that we map to you and to your ATL in charge and ATL teachers. If you have any issues with anything during the boot camp, we are here to solve your queries. But we expect that you are, those who have registered, at least are driven to learn and complete the boot camp. Please attend the sessions that your mentor is, taking the trouble to organize for you. He or she would like to mentor you throughout the boot camp. Do attend them and also tune in to watch our live sessions that AIM will conduct throughout the 9 weeks. Finally, there are simple assignments and very simple quizzes for each skill that you learn. This will just encourage you and apply what you've learned in these assignments and these quizzes. Do complete them, and the mentor who's mapped to you is going to evaluate these assignments and give you feedback, which will help you improve your assignment for the next skill. For mentors, we are mapping about 12 to 15 student teams to you. Please be responsive to them. Keep taking sessions every week. Grade their assignments that they submit and encourage them to do better. for the next few weeks. And for teachers, you will play a really strong supporting role. You'll be the bridge between a student and a mentor. Please ensure that the communication is seamless between students and mentors, and just give that little bit of support that the student and mentor needs. And for you, do raise any concerns or queries that you have to the AIM team or to the KidX team, and we will ensure that it's resolved at the earliest. This is how the structure is going to be of Tinkerpreneur. 12 to 15 student teams, mostly of the same school, are going to be selected and mapped to one mentor of change. Now asking schools to register and tell us teachers from their school who will be a part of this bootcamp. From that list, we will be picking a teacher and mapping that teacher of the school to these teams and to this mentor. This makes one unit. And to each such unit, we will have a ATL Innovation Missions point of contact or a volunteer who will be a part of this entire group on the KidX, will be connected with you over WhatsApp, and will be your first point of contact for any questions as well. This is how the next steps are for you as students. You must register between 1st and 15th April. After you register, start thinking of a problem statement. Look around you, look in your neighborhood, in your school, in your home. Is there anything that you wish to solve that an app or a website will be able to solve? Think of that. And finally, then on 27th, between 27th to 29th April, will give you access to log in to the portal of Tinkerpreneur. Log in on that day. In the portal, you'll be able to see who is your mentor and who is your teacher who's mapped to you. And you'll be able to join a WhatsApp group through a link that will be on the portal. Click that, join the group before 1st May, and hence you'll be connected to your mentor, to your teachers, to the fellow students who will also be mapped to that mentor. And 1st May onwards, we will be beginning our masterclass sessions. The first session is going to be on how to identify a problem and how to go about thinking of a solution, all the design thinking concepts. Then we come to logging into the portal to start learning skills. So starting from week 1, all the digital skills will be open to you. Pick and choose any skill, as many skills. There is no compulsion that you have to finish all of them, but you must learn at least one. So learn as many as you can and submit tech quizzes and assignments. And finally, check the leaderboard every week to see whether you are in the top few students across the country who are participating in this, and whether the mentor is in the top few mentors as well or not. That's the flow for you as students and the next steps for you. For mentors, same thing, register between 1st to 15th, log in on 27th to 29th, check the student and teacher mapping for you, join that WhatsApp group on time, and plan your mentoring sessions. Attend the masterclass sessions and the sessions we're organizing. It will help you plan your mentoring journey, and do track your student assignments and give them grades and feedback and be encouraging. Finally, keep pushing the students to complete the bootcamp successfully. All schools also must register. This is different from last year where schools did not need to register. This time, even schools need to register. So please fill in the registration form, and you will also know which of your students are interested. So please encourage them to also fill the student registration forms. And the rest of the process stays similar. You log into the portal, join the WhatsApp group, and keep encouraging the students and mentors to complete. Finally, what are the prizes in store for you? What will the winners get? Firstly, during each of the 9 weeks, all of you will get a profile badge according to the leaderboard rankings that you will see every week. So you can take a picture of that, share it with your friends, that you are, in the top few students of that week for that particular skill. So leaderboard is something that is new. Everyone, students and mentors who complete milestone 1 will get participation certificates, including teachers as well. Those who complete milestone 2 students, you will get certificates of excellence. The top few will get in a program of fellowship with the Indian School of Business. And through that, you get an opportunity to pitch your business venture for funding. And many other more recognition opportunities where we invite you to events and you get to share your experience. For mentors, the top 50 mentors get a certificate of excellence and an invite to our annual mentor roundtable, which is extremely coveted. We give you a chance to interact with all the dignitaries of Niti Aayog, Government of India, as well as industry leaders, and you get to learn from them on how they have been mentoring their mentees so far. You also get a special mention in our Gems of Mentoring book. So with that, I will now hand it over to Amritanshu. Amritanshu will just walk you through the registration process, and we will then watch a short video on the registration process. If any of you have any questions regarding registrations or about the Tinkerpreneur Bootcamp, type in your questions on the YouTube comments. Amritanshu, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. Can you please first run the video and then I'll chime in after that, please?
Yes, understood.
Thank you, Swati. I will chime in now. There are a couple of things that all of the participants they should be aware of. First of all, it's an amazing event that is organized under the aegis of ATL Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog. I myself am a graduate from IIT Kharagpur and MBA from IIM Calcutta and INV. That in my times we did not have anything like Tinkerpreneur. It would have been an amazing thing for us as well to understand and learn about important life skills that will help individuals own the skill sets, which will be beneficial for them in the future when they start their journey. Having worked all around the world as well, I can definitely say that the things which are being covered as part of the ATL Tinkerpreneur, that is something that I would have really benefited a lot if it were in my time. So thank you, Swati, for starting this initiative. It's an amazing event. It's an amazing thing that is in store for all of the students. Very excited for them and very excited to be a part of this journey together with AIM. Now, a couple of things that we want to be informed about, that the event is available on app, KidX app, as well as KidX website. So students who have smartphones, they can register via app or website. Students who do not have access to smartphones but do have internet connection, they can register via website. It's equally convenient using app or website. It is mandatory to register in order to view the content of the event. You would not be able to see the event details if you don't register. So if you're waiting for the event to start, and if you're really interested, there is something that is a must-have for the students of this era. The technology platform and the way the world is shaping, it's a must, I would say, for all of the students to participate in the event and benefit from it. It's something that's there for the benefit of all of the students who will help shape our economy in the future. The third part that is quite important is while you are registering, if you register once, you would get a confirmatory note. You don't have to register twice. If you go try to do registration second time, the system will identify that you're registering for the second time and will throw an error, and you would be able to see that. The platform as such is an award-winning platform, awarded by the likes of Google, identified in the top tech platforms by Your Story, NASCOM, and we've also been identified as the top platforms by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology as well. And we are very proud to be associated with this event, ATL Tinkerpreneur. I'm very excited and looking forward to it. Swati, if I may, there was one question that has been put up on the chat. If I may start taking that, or would you want me to add anything else?
No, Amitanshu, you can go ahead and take the question.
Sure, perfect. So individuals, if you have any questions, please feel free to put it on YouTube, YouTube Live, and I will pick up the ones which I can to the extent feasible and address the queries. One of the things that had been asked by Swati yourself was how the individuals who already have KidX app or have been part of the events that have been organized by KidX earlier, they would be able to see the event or not. So the individuals who have been part of KidX ecosystem, they would be able to see the registration links on the app as well as on the website. The process flow for them is exactly the same. What they need to do is utilize their registered email address and contact number. And it's available with them. If they look at their if they look at their email IDs or mobile number, they would have either an OTP earlier received from KidX on that phone number, or they would have an email that would have been received from info@kidx.com. They would have received on their registered email ID had they been part of the ecosystem earlier. On the app, the first screen that you'll see on the Champions tab will have ATL Tinkerpreneur banner, so that it is not to be confused with any other event that KidX organizes. please look at and sign up for ATL Tinkerpreneur banner. You click on the banner and you go and register there. There's one question that Mr. Atul Dubey, he has put up on YouTube. How should a student whose school does not have ATL register for Tinkerpreneur? Now, this is a very good question, and it is something that would be enabled via a nearby ATL school. So,
I can take this question.
Sure, please go ahead.
The people who are watching today, this is something that we were going to announce in today's live, and soon all the details will be shared over email to all the schools as well as on all the WhatsApp groups and on the social media platforms. So, given that we received many requests from non-ATL schools who wanted to participate and their students wanted to participate, we have now enabled it. There is a separate form that an ATL school near you will have to fill and register your students. So if your school does not have an ATL, find a school around you. The list is on the AIM website. There are 10,000 schools, so you will definitely find a school near you. Reach out to that school's principal or the teacher and ask them to fill this form, which we will be sharing with all the ATL schools, and they can register all your student teams in it. And there's no limit on how many student teams can participate from your school, as many as you wish. But the ATL school principal will have to register you. They will have to upload a document, which is already available. They have to download it, sign it, stamp it, and upload it. And that will signify that they are now, taking up that responsibility for your students. Their school's teacher will be a teacher that will be mapped to your student teams for this boot camp. So that is the process. Find a nearby ATL school, speak to the ATL in charge of principal, ask them to fill that form and register your students. And that's it. Then your students will be registered and they'll be able to participate.
Perfect. Let me just reiterate that, Swati. So it's not just limited to ATL schools. It's available. The ATL Tinkerpreneur is available for each and every student in India. For the students of non-ATL schools, if they wish to participate in this event, all they have to do is reach out to one of the nearby schools which have the ATL lab and request their principal to sign up their team. If you, there are 10,000 ATL schools in the country. So there are a lot which are around in the entire country, and you would be able to find it out, the list of the ATL schools on the web itself. So you do a normal Google search of ATL school list in India, and you will get it from the AIM website. Now I'll jump to the next question. So the next question is, can any person other than students who have interest in the event get him or her registered for it? Swati, I would let you take this question. This is quite an interesting and enthusiastic question.
Yes, I saw that. And by Smith Priya, can any person other than students who have interest in it get him or her registered in it? So I'm assuming that either you're talking about that you're not a student. If you're not a student from class 6 to 12th, you will not be, unfortunately, not be able to participate or register yourself. That is one of the requirements. You have to be enrolled in class 6 to 12th. And within that age group, anyone can participate. And it's a team that participates. So all the team members must consent to participating. They will have to also confirm their registration through the email link that they get. So if you register somebody and they are not interested or they're not aware of it, that won't work. So make sure you form a team of your friends, register them, and then they have to accept that registration through an email link that they get. And that's it. Then you are registered as a team. All the activities during the boot camp, nothing is very strenuous, nothing is very complicated. You'll be able to do it and you'll have a lot of fun doing it, and do it as a team. So you and your friends can split the work, you can do it together, and that way you'll be able to really create a very interesting business venture out of this boot camp. I also saw another question.
Which class students when max can participate by Subhash Chand? I think you just answered that, Swati, that it's
Yes.
open for class 6 to class 12 in the ongoing academic calendar year, that is 2022 to 2023. Now, the students must be enrolled in class 6 to class 12, one of these classes.
Yes.
There are two more questions by Mr. Irvin J. Lonte. What about the rural students who don't have personal mobile phones or laptops or desktops and use school or common platforms? We highly encourage them to take benefit from the program by utilizing the common resources that they have. They can create their Gmail ID using the same common platform and utilize the email ID and mobile phone number to register. When the OTP is being sent for registration process, it is being sent to both email ID as well as your number. So that as long as you have connection to an internet and you have one email ID, they may have a phone or they may have their parents' phone or let's say a teacher's phone. They can use that and continue to participate in the event and benefit from it.
Amritanshu, I'll take the next question, which is on the languages. So this boot camp, similar to last year, will have masterclass sessions on different skills that we will conduct, AIM will conduct, with the help of our mentors of change in different regional languages as well. So we will form a pool of mentors of change who are willing to conduct these sessions for us in various languages. Last year we did it in 6 languages. This year we're hoping to increase that number, increase the number of languages that we cover, and students will be able to learn different skills by watching these online YouTube sessions in various languages. Amritanshu, I wanted to now
There is
move
one
to the
question.
student.
There's one question that I think I'll just answer and then hand it over to you. Sorry for that. So Mrs. Anita Chauhan, she's asking, sir, it's showing kid already registered with other parent. What should I do? Please tell. So if you're facing any issue, this issue or any other issue with registration, email to info@kid-ex.com and with your query, do share screenshots if available. We'll be able to solve the issue as soon as possible and we'll be happy to assist you with the registration process. Reiterating that, to reach out, mail at info@kid-ex.com should you face any sort of issue with registration process. Thank you. Over to you, Swati.
Thank you so much, Amritanshu. One final question, and I'll just answer that and move on to the next segment. Is it mandatory to have one child of ATL school in team if non-ATL school participates? No, it is not mandatory. A team can be completely non-ATL students as long as the ATL school is registering them. So that mandate is not there. With that, if there are any more questions, we'll come back to it later. But we have two very special guests with us today. We have Shambhavi and we have Sanjit, and we will come to Shambhavi first. Shambhavi, you are a star student of Tinkerpreneur. You have participated in it. You are now in the top 20 out of 9,000 that participated in Tinkerpreneur. You are now a business owner. You are an entrepreneur. So tell us something about your experience from last year. What is your message to the other students that are there, want to register?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shambhavi Prakash from Delhi Public School, Greater Faridabad. Dear friends, I am thankful to Niti Aayog and the organizers to give me this platform to speak to you. When I was applying for ATL Tinkerpreneur Summer Bootcamp 2021 under ATL Innovation Mission of Niti Aayog, I had a very vague idea of what I was going to learn. During the camp period of around 2 months, I was guided by the mentors and the mission coordinators of bootcamp step by step for activities arranged for every week in parts. This helped me to shape my business idea from vague to perfection, which was nicely thought upon, considering different angles of my business challenges which I was likely to face during the start and the initial phases of my business. This helped me to get in the selected in top 100 ideas of Indian tinkerpreneurs. Further, after selection of top 100 ideas, Niti Aayog assigned tasks to mentor to these top 100 tinkerpreneurs to Indian School of Business, Hyderabad. With the help of top great mentors of Indian School of Business, my business idea was further fine-tuned to make it a marketable business and secure my rank in top 20. The top 20 selected business ideas likely to be sponsored by investors. My business idea was related to help those patients get medical facility available in metros to those who are not able to utilize it due to lack of knowledge or their family members not be able to spare time for them. We provide captains who can do hand-holding in addition to personalized medical assessment by our in-house medical expert and referring the patient to the best experts in the field of their requirement. Dear friends, you need to come up with a solution to a problem in the society, the solution of which is marketable and affordable. I thank ATL very much to shape my idea to such an extent that it has become a marketable product. I encourage you to join this boot camp and enjoy the exciting process of learning. For more details on my idea, please visit my website www.elaj.co.in, that is ELAAZ, and my social media channels, YouTube channel, Facebook channel with the same name, Elaj. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shambhavi. That was amazing to know that you have your own website. You have looked around you, you identified this problem, and now you have a product and a business venture for it. So that's incredible. Thank you for sharing your story, and I'm sure this encourages many, many more students to participate in this boot camp. And it is not difficult. Anyone can do it. You just have to be persistent. Shambhavi, which class are you in?
I am in 7th. When I started, I was in 6th.
So imagine to all the students sitting there, sixth grade is the youngest grade to get introduced to ATL and to participate in this. And one of our top 20 is from sixth grade. So, you can also do it. Do register. It's open to all students, ATL or non-ATL. And with that, we come to Sanjit. Sanjit, you have your pitch video has become so famous amongst the AIM team, amongst ISB team. I showed your video to a few students in the current batch of ISB, and they were all amazed that how can we teach him anything? He can teach us on different concepts.
Thank you, ma'am. It really
Fantastic.
is an honor. So, a very good evening to all those present here
Yeah, go ahead.
and everyone watching this live event too. First of all, I would like to thank the ATL Innovation Mission team and the KidX team for not only giving me an opportunity to be a part of the top 20 and invite me here, but also for hosting Tinkerpreneur 2022, which I am sure will inspire many more young aspiring entrepreneurs like myself. I'm Sanjit Shyam and I'm a student of DPS Pune in 8th grade. But thanks to Tinkerpreneur Bootcamp, I'm also the founder and CEO of WebEasy Tech. My journey of entrepreneurship started in May of 2021 when I joined the Tinkerpreneur Bootcamp. From there, it really has been a great journey with a lot of learnings, lot of fun, and of course, making new friends and having a whole different relationship with your mentor has to be a part of it. From there, I was selected in the top 100 of the boot camp and was given an amazing opportunity to attend a workshop by the Indian School of Business, and am now selected in the top 20 over there and will be pitching to sponsors of ATL Catalyst at ISB for a grant of rupees 25,000. If you want to know what my company is all about, at WebEasy Tech, we help other startups build a strong digital infrastructure through personalized mediums such as websites, logos, flyers, SEO support, social media setup, and a lot more services. We then supply our services in packages that are both cost effective and beneficial for our clients. We are thus a one stop solution for all startups. My fellow peers, do you know what term sheets are? Do you know what running a business is like? Do you know how much fun and challenging it can be? I do, and it is all because of the Tinkerpreneur Bootcamp. Friends and teachers, as you can see, Tinkerpreneur has really fast tracked my entrepreneurship journey. But what's more, through this program, I have become more confident than ever, always believing that if I can put my mind into it, I can do anything. I have also further enhanced my leadership skills that I believe will greatly help me achieve all my aspirations. Additionally, another quality that I learned through juggling between school and Tinkerpreneur was how to manage my time effectively and get everything done. As I have said before, there is a lot to gain from Tinkerpreneur and nothing to lose. For teachers too, this would be a great chance for your students to use learnings from this bootcamp to apply into academics and automatically excel at that too. Many of you may be thinking, how can a student do all this? Well, let me tell you what I think of this question. It is just something that is said to keep us from focusing on unimportant things like this. If some parents are watching this and you're feeling nervous about your kids putting time and effort into this, you need to support them. And teachers need to too. Nothing of what I have done in this competition or otherwise would have been possible without the help and support of my parents and teachers, and of course, my friends at school too did encourage me. We, the children of today, will soon become the adults of tomorrow. And if we can run a successful business tomorrow, why not do it today? Keep this in mind, and I guarantee your success. I hope that all of you watching enroll yourselves, your students, your friends, and your kids into this bootcamp. And I do hope that a new generation of entrepreneurs who can change the world spark in India. After all, India is the land of business where business has been done from the days of yore. Thank you and have a great week ahead.
Wow, Sanjit, that was some pitch. I think we should take you as an ambassador for our program as well.
Thank you, ma'am. I would love to do that.
Well said. Thank you to you and Shambhavi. And Amritanshu had some questions. Amritanshu, go ahead.
It has been truly inspiring to hear both Shambhavi and Sanjay. And you guys are really young and talking the language of term sheets, etc. I am an entrepreneur myself, and maybe Sanjay, I will reach out to you to see if we can utilize the services that you're providing. It's very meaningful for what we are doing.
Definitely, sir. I would love to connect with you.
And there are a couple of questions, right, which are more of some questions which may be useful for other individuals like yourselves who would be participating in this event. On a scale of let's say high, medium, or low, how would you rate you getting to learn the things which were part of the boot camp? Was it something that was relevant for your age? Did you find any issue? You guys are doing really great, but we also want to wish to learn from you. How did you find it?
So I'll be frank, actually, with Tinkerpreneur, I really learned a lot. And I'm not joking about this because even after this workshop, I had actually enrolled in one or two other workshops which were basically teaching the same thing that Tinkerpreneur did teach. But I sort of felt that that was more of not for my age or something that I couldn't understand. But with Tinkerpreneur, it was really easy for me to understand personally. And I think I had a lot of stuff that I thought and wanted to learn when I was a little older. And I think all that I've already learned most of it. So yeah, I that's what I loved about Tinkerpreneur personally.
How about you, Shambhavi?
That was very easy. The everything that they were saying, it was understandable, and the process of learning was very good. And it's just a passion of learning.
Perfect. How would you wish to, if you had to recommend to your friends what would be your one-line statement that you would say to recommend it to your friends?
Business is something that everyone should do, both for themselves and for others. I personally believe that the world can only be changed through innovations, and innovations can only be brought into the world by business. That's what I feel, and that's what I would say to everyone.
I think I concur with your remarks, Swati, that he is in a different league.
Yeah. Shambhavi, what about you? Do you have a one-line recommendation?
I would say you should definitely register. You can also come in top 100, top 20, and then you can get investors and you can be an entrepreneur.
Thank you. Thank you so much to both
I'll
of
just end it by saying, Swati, that I met my first investor at the age of 36 years. And it is, I envy you as well, that you guys will be meeting your first investor at an age of, let's say, 12, 13. So congratulations for being selected, and all the best for your future.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Amritanshu. Thank you, Sanjit and Shambhavi. We hope you come back and register this year as well. There is more to know, more to learn, and we want to see what you can do with all your skills now, what new product you'll come up with. So thank you so much for joining us, for inspiring all the other students, teachers, mentors. Thank you so much for your time. And a big shout out to your parents who encouraged you, who supported you throughout, even during your classes and your school, that so much happens, but you still went ahead and did this. Thank you so much to them as well and to your teachers. So with that, we conclude today's session, and all the mentors do tune in tomorrow. We have a similar session just for you as mentors, and we'll answer your queries. Thank you and have a great evening. Thank you. Bye.